This is breaking news for every single shuffle dancer or shape cutter. How you prepare for your session can either make or break your entire session. I know that's a bold statement, but I wholeheartedly believe that your preparation and your intention setting for your session completely determines how successful you are, how much progress you make, and how happy you are with your results after you are done practicing. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but throwing shoes on and picking some music is not preparing for your session. It's just throwing shoes on and picking music. You not only need to learn shuffle skills, but you need to learn how to practice based on what you want to achieve. And that actually starts with preparing your session with intention based on your goals. A good practice preparation is broken into three key pieces, and each of them determines the path that you take for that session. These three things are: number one, what do I need today and how am I feeling? Number two, what is my overall number one goal right now in shuffling, in dance? And number three, do I want to tap into the artist today or do I want to tap into the athlete? So let's break this down and I'll show you how to use each of them and how they compound. Firstly, the first question: how am I feeling? Maybe I'm feeling sad that day. Maybe I'm feeling angry or frustrated, or I had a hard day. I need to decide what I need shuffling to do for me that day so that I can, reconnect to myself or reconnect to my passion, because that's really what comes first. So maybe I need shuffling to heal me and I need it to help me process that emotion, as an example. My goal for the entire session then becomes exactly that. I'm not worrying about improving my skills or learning new things. I'm literally just using dance as an outlet. I'm picking music that's going to help me express this even more. Maybe it's picking, a harder techno song if I need some frustration to be stomped out. Maybe it's picking something that's a little bit more emotional if I feel like I need to tap into that softer, more sad or emotional side of me. Whatever the case may be, if I am feeling like I need to use dance as an outlet, that is what I would do for my full session. Session is prepared, good to go, right? But then on the other hand, maybe I feel good. Maybe it's just a normal day. I'm ready to get to work. Okay, if I feel good, I'm ready to go to question two, because this is where you're going to get into the nitty gritty a little bit more. Question number two: what is my biggest goal right now in shuffling? Okay, so many people have a goal that they want to achieve, but then they're not actually doing the micro actions inside every single practice in order to reach that goal. So if your goal is to build speed, but you're just spending time learning new combos or putting on music that's just, your favorite songs and you're just freestyling, you're not going to build speed by doing that. Over time, you may just naturally get faster based on going through repetition and such a thing, but you are not preparing your practice sessions so that your target focused goal is going to help you build speed, right? So you could plan your session so that the first piece, you're doing speed drills. You're changing your technique so that things can be smaller, tighter, more efficient, using your larger muscles so that you can actually move a lot faster, right? There's intention behind that. And then maybe for the remainder of the practice, you are focusing on having fun, freestyling, learning something new, whatever it is. But notice that at least one major piece, at least 75% of your practice, is going based off of your biggest goal. Okay, so choosing your biggest goal. Then we go to question number three. And this is going to be kind of a combination of question number two. But this is where you decide, do you want to train the artist or do you want to train the athlete? Now, this is a concept that my students and I talk about all the time, because as dancers, we have both of these sides, especially when we're training. So training the artist, again, we're using the example of trying to increase and build on your speed. Training the artist would be, okay, how can I put on a song that's at the top of my speed threshold, right? I'm just hitting it. I'm just making sure my technique is good, but I'm going to focus on being creative and hitting the musicality at that current speed threshold, right? So we're not necessarily sitting there and drilling, trying to work faster. We're actually drilling an artistic piece of the puzzle where it's like, at this speed, how can I be artistic? How can I be creative? How can I tap into my musicality? Yeah. So it's working towards the goal, but based on an artist approach. The athlete approach would be similar to what I was saying before. Okay, I'm going to drill these three specific moves and focus on clean technique and efficient movement and all of those things to get them faster. I'm intentionally going to train like an athlete, put in repetition, all of those things. So you can clearly see how no matter which direction you pick, no matter which direction you go, you can see how this creates intentional growth in your session that fuels both your soul and your passion, as well as your skill as a shuffler. If you're not asking yourself at the very least these 3 questions before each session, you're probably just going into the session and doing something willy-nilly, and that's not going to get you to your goals, or at least it's not going to get you there as fast as you want, because I know y'all want to reach your goals really fast, right? So I always say as well, this is like a side note, it doesn't matter what you decide to do in your session, at least save time at the end to have fun, right? Release expectations, enjoy the music, connect to the beauty of dancing without restrictions. We have to remember that we are doing this for fun at the end of the day, even when we need shuffling to release emotions, even when we want to increase our skill set, and so on and so forth. All right. Now, this is literally just one single example of how to make the most out of your practice based on intention setting with these 3 questions. But it's actually just scratching the surface. This is kind of the bare minimum. I help all of my students create custom intentional practice plans for themselves based on their unique goals. So someone who's trying to build speed is going to set their intentions and structure their practice completely different than someone who's trying to work on a new skill or work on musicality or whatever the case may be. So we look at how frequently they practice, for how long, right? And what their exact goals are. And I basically like prescribe what will help them get there as fast as possible while still enjoying the entire process. The best place to start with this, if you want to have my eyes on your practice session and help you not only get better as a shuffler, but also really understand how to plan, how to set intentions, how to set your mindset, which we didn't even talk about today. That's a whole other podcast on its own. The best place to start is my Footwork Blueprint Fundamentals course. It is absolutely incredible for someone who is trying to work on technique, freestyle, upper body, getting their foundations really, really solid. But it also comes with 60 days inside of my private community. All of my other courses do as well. So if you want to go to the Rising Novice course, the intermediate course, whatever the case may be, all of them, the course content is different, of course, but they come with 60 days in the private community where you'll get direct coaching from me. We get weekly check-ins, reflections, accountability, weekly coaching calls, mindset coaching, one-to-one video shuffle feedback from me, and so much more. So if you're someone who wants to literally lock in and plan your practice sessions so that you can reach your goal a lot faster, I highly recommend going to shuffleshred.com. Check out all of the courses to become one of my students, and let me help you create an intentional practice session that's going to leave you feeling growth after every single session, or even after every single course module that you watch. I'll leave all the information for that inside of the description in the show notes here. I would absolutely love to see you putting more practice and more intention into your practices, I should say, because it's going to help you grow significantly as a shuffler, and it's totally going to change the game for you. Let me know if this was helpful and what else you would like to hear about on here, and I will see you in the next one.